Hello everybody, let's talk about the different ways to own a business. So let's say I want to start a business, right? So there's many ways I can do it. The first way is a sole proprietor. Sole proprietor. Sole means by myself, just me alone, and proprietor means starter. So it means by myself, starter. So all it is, a sole proprietor, is I am running a business, and if anything happens, like I borrow money, I have to pay. If anyone sues me in court, I have to pay. That's a sole proprietor. It is cheap, but it can be dangerous. So, you can have a partnership. A partnership. A partnership is just two people in the same sole proprietorship. So again, it's cheap because you just start the business and you don't have to do any paperwork or any legal stuff. You just start the business and it's a sole proprietorship. But if you get sued or if you have debts that accumulate, you have to personally pay those debts. So you have now two people who personally must pay those debts. So, what is maybe a safer option? A safer option is a corporation. A corporation is a legal entity, like a legal body, a thing, that if I put $100 in, that's all I can lose. I put $100 in, and once the $100 is gone, the bank cannot come after me for the $100, you know, sort of. I mean, in real life they can, but in the textbooks it's written that, you know, if you're having a corporation, you're not responsible for the debts of the company. So, a corporation also has lower liability, sort of, for lawsuits. If somebody sues your corporation, sometimes it's harder for them to get money. But these days, we're seeing the people running corporations getting sued and having to pay debts of the corporation. So it's really kind of not how it used to be. So then we get into a limited liability. Limited liability corporation is basically the same thing as a corporation, but it's called limited liability corporation. Limited means like only a certain amount, and a liability means we have to pay. So it's only a certain amount that we pay. So if somebody sues the limited liability corporation, then there's supposed to be a certain amount that they can only pay. But in real life, it's getting a little bit more complicated. So you should always check with lawyers and people who know about this before you start your company.